the weight of overwhelming responsibilities. She'd faced some hard knocks in life. One really hard one 5 years ago, and had managed to cultivate a protective shell for herself. But like a Godiva truffle, she was only hard in a thin outer layer. Her insides were still as tender as ever. Her disobedient heartbeat started thumping like a bass drum as her stomach burned and knotted. Meg popped open her container of antacids, chewed two, and tried to think harder about Sudoku. Dratted anxiousness. Years ago, she'd gone 12 rounds with it and bested it. But 3 months ago, when she'd heard the dreadful news about her father, it had come rushing back for a grudge match. She'd been trying to white-knuckle it through the grief, the shock, the difficulty sleeping, and the stress. She'd been hoping like crazy to escape any full-fledged panic attacks. But at the moment, it felt like a very full-fledged panic attack was chasing her, gaining, right on her heels. If it caught her, it would mean a trip to the ER on this, her first day back at Whispering Creek. The thought sent her anxiety rising, fast and jagged. No, 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 she thought. Meg gave up on Sudoku, gripped the armrests of the leather chair, and screwed her eyes shut. She should breathe. Wasn't her doctor always touting the calming effects of deep breathing? Something about breathe in for a count of 6, hold for 6, breathe out for a count of 7. She worked to follow his instructions, but soon simply stuck her head between her knees to keep herself from hyperventilating. God, come, she pleaded. Help me. Where could she find a paper bag? A knock sounded on the office door. Meg reared upright, her gaze jerking to the platinum-edged clock on the edge of her father's desk. Mr. Porter had arrived right on time. Just a moment, please. She stashed her antacids and Sudoku, then pushed to her feet and paced once around the perimeter of the office, shaking out her wrists and trying to determine whether she could hold herself together well enough to meet with Mr. Porter, or whether she'd be needing a straitjacket. With trembling fingers, she smoothed her black Fendi suit. Come in. The man who let himself into the office was young. Maybe 30, 33. Much younger than she'd expected. Tall and powerfully built, with dark hair shaved close to his skull. Such short hair would have made an average-looking man look worse. But he was handsome, she realized, as their eyes met. The close-cropped hair suited his rugged features. Beau Porter, he said. She introduced herself, shook his hand, and took her seat. He lowered into one of the 2 chocolate-colored leather chairs that faced her father's desk. In his jeans, beige Henley-style shirt, and weathered boots, he looked every inch like a man who made his living working with horses. My father... She cleared her throat. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you. Her stomach clenched horribly. My father loved the thoroughbred horse farm that the 2 of you built here together. If he'd lived, I'm sure that he'd have continued working with you toward your goals for the farm for years to come. He regarded her with an even expression, just a hint of tension around the mouth. Slowly he nodded. But, as it is, it falls to me now to decide what to do with Whispering Creek horses. I regret to inform you that I've decided to close down the farm. He frowned, concern clouding his eyes. I'm sorry. Silence stretched between them, heavy with the weight of the disappointment she knew he must be feeling. May I ask why you've decided?